Hey everyone, James here. I know, doing another journal entry. You know, I just don't get started on doing some other sorts of videos and all that. I'm just gonna be stuck doing journal entries. I didn't really want to just be a vlog, blog, whatever. Yeah, but it's really the only thing I really have right now. I mean, I could do other things, but I don't feel like I don't think this would be the proper environment to do other videos. But anyway, this is a journal entry, so what have I been up to since the 1st of July? Well, nothing much. I wish I could say I was getting more done, but there's been some progress on some things. I've been working on that story I've always been trying to write, but I somehow never made time for. So that's actually going well. As for the YouTube channel, as any of my viewers probably might notice, I really don't post regularly. In fact, I don't even post on a regular cycle. It's just whenever I want. Yeah, I wish I did it a little more regularly, because I could just do so much, but sometimes I'm hesitating, and other times like, oh, I feel like I don't have time. Whether or not I actually have time, sometimes I often feel like I don't have time. I know this is not. I mean, when I said this was not a proper place to shoot YouTube videos, well, that's because I'm in the middle of the Castro Valley High School parking lot, and so yeah, if anybody wants proof, let me shift the phone camera. Yeah, this is the first video I've taken by phone, so yeah, for any of you who probably recognize. So yeah, if any of you would probably recognize the parking lot if you go to Castro Valley High School here in Castro Valley, California. Well, so what have I been doing? Well, what have I been managing to make time to do? Well, and the things I want to get done, well, sometimes I'm throwing the baseball around, other times no. Still haven't joined that travel team. Try to throw around with some keeps, but one guy forgot he was going to University of the Pacific for either a showcase or a tournament or something. The other guy's busy, and then another guy wants to really hurt himself somehow, so he's just trying to stretch out to see if he can recover. So that's out the window for today. As for As for getting an exercise plan down, I kept it simple, and I'm still managing to go on that cycle, so that's been uninterrupted so far. And then hanging out with friends, well, I have to say I've been gaining a lot of progress on that. Not as much as I was hoping for, but hey, at least something. I mean, I see one guy every time I throw the ball around with him. And then I got to see some physics classmates last Wednesday and yesterday, because IHOP had that 60-cent short stacks to celebrate their 60th anniversary. I got to hang out with 4 other people that morning. So yeah, I always wish I could hang out with friends more often and more of them. But in the end, though, I just got to admit that I got to be content with what I have, because last summer and before, actually pretty much every single one before, I just didn't hang out with people that much. So yeah, that's actually going well. And then once again, story more progress than during the school year, but still wish I could get more done. Actually, the reason I'm kind of stuck right now is that I've been trying to shift more to the movie script, but I'm kind of stuck on how to like tell the director to open up the entire story, how it should look and all that. So yeah. And then as for the YouTube channel, this will be my first video in who knows how long, since the 1st of July, I believe. Yeah, I still need to get on with that first philosophy video that I was promising you. Oh, and ignore the car turning on in the background along with the music. That's someone's just backing out. And so yeah. And then finally, Common App. Yeah, Common App. Yeah, I pretty much hit the brick wall there. There are some things where I'm gonna have to wait a long time. As for now, though, things I can get moving on, well, I gotta decide if I want to take the ACT again. If you all remember what I told you in my last video journal, if I did. Everything went well, but the reading, and it was so horrible that my score was just outside of the 30 range. And so, because of that, now I'm trying to decide if I want to take the ACT anymore. Well, I was gonna say, no, I'll be content with a 29. At least I got a good SAT score and some good subject test scores, and not to mention some good AP scores. Now I have good AP scores I can send in. Oh, and the physics one. Yeah, as for that one, that didn't come in last time I made a video journal, so... Yeah, let me take some time to talk about my next aptitude test score. So I already told you all about the SAT 1470, 670, reading and writing, and then math score was 800. And as for then the ACT was a 30 English, 35 math, which was one below my target and expected score, 21 reading, and 31 science. Some people say it's good, but I was like, dang, my reading's so terrible that it even kind of inhibited my science score. I was hoping for like a 33, 34, but my reading doesn't help when my reading's terrible, and it doesn't help with when I forget one concept that they test in the biology section. It just doesn't help. So those, and then subject test scores, oh man, I don't know how I flipped this video on its side. Well, okay, so, then there's, okay, yeah, I got a 780 on my U.S. history, so that one was like, I was stayed focused the whole time and was sharp, so I knew I was gonna get a high score, but I wasn't too confident, though, in all honesty. And then math, I thought I bombed, still got an 800, so math 2, 800, and then I finally got my physics one. I thought I bombed that, but they must score it differently, because I got a 760, which was quite unexpected, because I only answered around 80% of the questions. So, no, 84% of the questions or something. Wait, let me do some quick math here. So yeah, 84% of the... I only answered 84% of the questions, so I'm like, 760? How would I score? Because I just didn't know how. And so then I thought, you know what, maybe they score the subject tests... Actually, they do score the subject tests differently than the actual SAT. However, how much differently, I don't know beyond what I was told, so I'm still kind of baffled by that. And as for AP scores, I got a, well, in all honesty, when I left those classes, I was like either somewhat confident or very confident. Well, guess what? My confidence started declining as I got toward release, as the release date started dawning upon me, and then finally it comes. I got my scores, and guess what? A 4 on the Physics 1, a 5 on AP US History, and a 5 on AP Calculus BC with a 5 AB subscore. So, I couldn't have asked for more, in all honesty. I mean, I was shooting for 5s every single one, but, I mean, that 1-4, I mean, I'll be content with it. But at the same time, I would really like to know, if what I could do better, so, yeah, and all that, so, and so, yeah, if I knew what I could do better, then maybe if I take a physics course in college, maybe I'll know what I can improve and all that, so, yeah, that would wrap up all my aptitude testing scores, but yeah. But now back to why the ACT is still a problem, now that I'm like, I got all these good scores, why not just send them? Well, now, they sent me a really good email that literally revived my interest in taking the ACT. It said, are you 1 point away from getting college scholarship? The only problem is, though, out of all the colleges that offered scholarships, according to, like, collegeprep.org or something like that, according to their site, they said, like, none of the schools only one of the schools, or if any one of the schools actually offer scholarships for high enough ACT scores. And so, if not every college offers it, if none of my colleges I'm applying to offers it, what's the use in taking the gamble again? Plus, I mean, I mean, besides getting potential scholarships, all I really have to, the only other reason I really had to take the ACT again was because my pride was severely hurt by that. Yeah, I mean, the reading score was just so bad that it dragged the whole thing down. And if y'all recall from my last video, my last journal entry, I was one below benchmark, just 1 point below benchmark, one higher, and I would have been not just at benchmark, but I would have had a 30 score. Oh, bleh. Sorry. Oh man, I think I had something in my mouth. Oh yeah, so yeah, that however, I don't have to wait until the deadline for the next ACT test to I don't have to wait until the deadline for the next ACT test to make that decision. But at the same time, the reason, if any of you might ask though, you might ask, James, how come the next one? Can you just do like the October or the December test date? Well, to December test date, I'd be taking a gamble that not every component of the score comes in on time. And then as for the October test date and the December test date, none of the scores will get in time for my early decision to my dream school. And yeah, if any of you know my dream school, yeah, it was the one I applied to summer programs for, and all those miscommunications happened. So yeah, I decided, you know what, if I'm still gonna apply, but this time I'm gonna get on top of it. I'm gonna make sure they at least get the application. I'm gonna make sure they view it, so that at least I have a chance. Because in all honesty, if I get rejected, of course I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm just gonna be like, man, I might be upset, I might be disappointed, I might be sad, but hey, it would be a lot better than not getting in because I send an application and they just lose it out of thin air or something. So, yeah. And then the other thing that I could get on top of in the common application is like personal essay and additional information. That stuff, I mean, sheesh. I mean, there are 7 prompts, and I feel like I could write down something for all 7 of them. Or maybe even for more for the 7th one, which is choose a topic of your choice. It could be something it could be one of the 6 above, or it could be one of your own design, etc., etc., etc. Well, yeah. I've hesitated to start on that one, and I think I'm kind of mentally paying for it. As for additional information, I don't really know if I'd submit additional information. I don't know. I don't think I would send additional information. And then things I have to wait for. So in the grades section, I have to wait until school starts or until registration to know my class. Like I get an updated class size for one, okay? Because that can change like that. Class size can just change like that. So last time I got it was like 665. My counselor said it was 710 though. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye for updating that. And then. And let's see, the other thing in grades. Oh yeah, so since I'm taking government for 1 semester, and then the next semester I'm gonna have a free no first period, I guess. So I have to know which semester it is. I can't, because because basically in the common application, the grade section will ask for how much of the year are you taking how much of the year are you taking this course. For how much of your senior year are you taking this course? And when they say how much, if it's a full year, you can just put down full year. But if it's a quarter or a trimester or a semester, and not the full year, they're gonna ask you which ones. So I'm gonna have to wait to find out that. And then also I'm gonna have to wait until the school year starts, because then I'll know how when we're taking our finals and when we'll be getting our grades. So therefore, then I can say whether or not I can enter in my senior year transcript grades or not. But yeah. So will they appear on my transcript? Well, I don't know that. I just don't know if I'll have any senior grades to show on my transcript as of when I submit the Common App. So yeah. But then, but the rest then I've completed, and it's all ready to go. And then, as for university-specific questions, though, I'm gonna wait until August 1st to continue, because there's just some questions I cannot answer until I either make a decision on other questions first, or until they start the application all over again on August 1st. Now I did face a problem. My sister said, "What about they roll it over and they might erase everything you already entered in." So I checked out how to roll it over. Turns out they're doing things a little bit differently this year. You can get started early, and if you have any information, it will be very easy to roll it over after they reset it on August 1st. However, they don't promise to roll over everything, and you got to make sure what you've put down rolls over. But of course, as going back to the first thing I said, not everything will roll over. So yeah, I might have to face the fact that that might roll over. But hey, good news though, I was able to breeze through most of that stuff. So yeah, or at least a good portion. Yeah. So right now I'm just waiting to go pick up my brother from cross country practice at Lake Chabot and all that. And then I'll soon decide if I want to take the ACT again or not. Probably might not, but it's kind of tempting to. That's the only reason that option's still alive. Well, anyway. Well, also update. My youngest brother came back from Oregon and all that, so there's that. Still looking for a travel ball team. Still trying to get a regular schedule for throwing the baseball around and all that. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a hassle, but though you can say that I don't know, the future's uncertain, but if I'm on top of things, maybe things will change. I hope to start getting on top of things soon. Well, anyway, guys, have a great day. I'm James Wu.